didn't you tell me? You created Project Corvus, wrote the report. You pulled me along like you had no clue what I was talking about.
If I had told you, the impact would not have been the same. You know that. That you recall is no fault of mine.
After the Black Station, we had to find you. Find out what you knew.
I was in Cairo at the time. Your friend, Khalil.
He brought you to Ramsey Station. Humanity's last holdout in Egypt. We knew who Deimos was, where he was from, but we didn't know why. He'd taken over the world, but to do what? To find out why, we had to talk to you.
Maybe he'll be able to just join in. I don't know. He did that before.
Pieces were coming together. Virus 6115, Taylor's team, the undead. It all came back to Deimos. All we needed was you. Hendricks was unhinged. The idea his friends betrayed mankind to help a demigod. The concept alone was insane, let alone his friends' involvement. Kane was in it to the end. By now, she was as obsessed with stopping Deimos as we were. We weren't ready for Cairo.
There he is.
What we thought.
I figured if I just started it, you'd be able to join.
It was hell on earth. This was it. It wasn't just the city. The entirety of northern Africa had fallen to the undead. The walls were covered with memories of the dead. Those
I'd rather follow her, so.
Lost to this wasteland, the desert for the undead. It was the last place on Earth you'd want to be.
Cat statue.
But you chose
Wait a minute, is there any teddy bears around?
For that very reason.
I didn't look around.
I hoped no one would come for me.
Why? What were you running from?
From what you saw.
I'm looking around. I'll be up there in a second. Yeah, it's probably on the way.
Khalil was waiting. He was holding you in an interrogation room.
You said,
How was Khalil?
you said there is one?
Happy to see you.
It wasn't a warm welcome. As far as he was concerned, we owed him one for
Where is it?
More than a few men gave their lives to bring you in. He hoped it was worth it.
Oh, that's not one of them.
He was tired.
That's a different
Tired
one.
of fighting a losing battle. Khalil was a realist.
It's smaller. It's not so big.
Death for country. But he knew what was coming.
And what was coming?
Extinction. The undead changed everything.
It's going to be somewhere in the map.
The
Not.
NRC
This
were
is
the
really
first
not part of the map.
lost.
This is just a
We saw that in
cutscene.
Ethiopia. The damage done by the dead didn't even take into account what the water wars did. When the continent dried up and the Nile River Coalition took war to Egypt over the Nile, the last water supply. They were so busy fighting they didn't realize it too had dried up. With the rise of the undead, how do you fight an enemy that doesn't need water? Khalil's rage wasn't misplaced. It wasn't personal. He was just barely holding on.
What did you hope to learn from speaking to me?
How to stop Deimos. Everyone has a weakness. The whole base was on edge. You could feel it in the air. The dead were moving on Ramses. An assault was imminent. Khalil didn't know how much time we had with you. Hendricks demanded to know why we weren't informed.
How did Khalil respond to his anger?
Yeah.
Command was down. How was he meant to get his message through?
We're just along for the walk.
They still had their dead system. They used to knock enemy aircraft out of the sky, but now they were used to eviscerate the undead. If any came too close, the laser cannons would take them out. Khalil led us to interrogation.
Sure is.
He warned us our time was limited. No telling when the dead might attack. But if we could get answers out of you, maybe we could find a way to fight back.
That's mine.
We both did it though.
You certainly weren't too happy to see us.
You say it like I had a choice in the matter.
With no time, we needed you to be willing to talk. The truth serum would make you relax, more willing to divulge. Hendricks told us to take a walk. He asked about Taylor and Deimos. He wanted you to connect the dots.
And I told him Deimos controlled them. Your friend Bishop was correct. There was a brain manipulating the undead. It was Deimos. Deimos realized he could access a person's DNA. He could possess them, inhabit them, consume them. He didn't need to turn them.
Like puppets on strings.
The undead are mindless creatures, but Taylor's team, Gojula, anyone...
It's unbelievable how good the graphics are, but yet when you go to look at the playback on, by the time it gets to YouTube, it's so shitty.
For many years I had studied Deimos and his dimension Malum, a place of unspeakable evil. He had been pulled to Earth, yanked from his existence by accident. Trapped here, he saw opportunity to enslave humanity and use them to wage an unholy war against Dolos.
The demigoddess. His sister. That was it? We were just a chess piece? Our entire existence was just...
A pawn in a much larger game in a universe far bigger than you realize. Humanity is an anthill. Deimos and Dolos are two children fighting over the magnifying glass. But Hendrix was desperate. He wanted to know how to kill Deimos.
You told him he couldn't.
How does one kill a god? You can't. The only way to defeat him, the only way to sever his control over the undead, for Bishop Serum to work and save humanity, was to send him back to Malum.
And to do that, we needed to open the gateway.
As we are doing now by walking through your memories.
I'm just looking around. Yeah, go ahead. Oh, yeah, check it out. Wow, you can hear him out there. Yeah, don't open that door yet. Huh? The ray gun. There's a ray gun? Holy shit.
The assault on Ramses was beginning. The base was about to be overrun, and we were...
Wait, what? I didn't shoot anybody. What happened? I didn't... What the hell? I didn't shoot anybody. Why did it say that?
The assault on Ramses was beginning. The base was about to be overrun, and we owed Khalil a favor. Time.
Holy shit, I can't... Okay. I changed my view. I'm using the, I'm using the infrared or whatever it is. Holy shit. Damn. Shit. I jumped down there and couldn't get out. And I can't shoot anybody. Wow. Did you go down too? Well, don't die, don't die. You stay there. Oh shit, I'm trying to shoot behind you. Are you down? Oh shit. Just get out of there. Just get out of there. Get up high. Get up high. Alright, here I come. Wow, I come back with a freaking pistol. Alright, here I come. Holy shit. You what? Why don't you come up here? Damn. That hurt. Oh. Huh? Cool, I got twin guns. Who's back? Where'd you go? Ah, cool. Thank you, sir. Alright, where we gotta go here?
We weren't ready for the station assault.
Huh?
I don't know how the dead got in. Maybe an abandoned tunnel, an infected civilian, or maybe the vultures let them through. But at the end of the day, it didn't matter.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Egyptian army came over comms. They'd never seen a horde this size move on the station. If we had any chance to stop them, we needed to reinforce the eastern checkpoint.
Oh, sorry.
The narrow passageway the dead would need to traverse to reach Ramses.
Wanna get some ammo? Better reload, huh? Look around, I just found a thing. You find some? Yeah, there'll be plenty on the way.
She was a city on fire. Except for the Egyptian army and a smattering of civilians hidden away. She'd fallen to the dead. Khalil didn't say it, but I could hear it in his voice. He knew this was the last stand. If they lost this battle, they'd lose the city.
Oh, we all gotta ride in the same truck? Alrighty then. Oh, I forgot. We're shooting guns, ain't we? Off the truck? I can't remember.
What was Khalil's plan?
The undead were moving on the eastern checkpoint. A clear shot at Ramses Station. The Egyptian army had rigged explosives below the street, but there were a few support columns we would need to take out first. We had the spike launcher for that.
You've talked of his desperation, his total acknowledgement of futility. Yet here he was, staying and fighting.
What else was he going to do? If it wasn't today, it was tomorrow, or the day after that. We lost the war. The moment Diaz opened the quarantine zones. The moment Deimos entered our dimension. One way or another, death was coming for us all. But while we still could, we would fight. And right now, we had a checkpoint to defend.
I never went all the way through the nightmares before. I've been through the story.
It was a simple, straightforward plan. Except...
It's pretty much the same thing, but
the mobile blockade fell.
I never did the nightmares before.
It wasn't just the undead gunning for us. Cairo was a no man's land, filled with the undead, rogue robotics, and scavengers.
What?
They were
What was
all
that?
converging on our position. If we were going to pull this off,
Yes,
we
we
didn't
did.
have time to fuck around. I grabbed the spike launcher and told Kane at HQ to locate the support columns for us to blow.
I think you got